Anyway, it is, I believe it's the 13 Mutsuki. And you have arrived in Nobeoka carrying the goods from Uncle and been paid for your journey by his nephew, Honshu. Hachiro is deep in his scroll. And I believe you're staying in Honshu's residence again tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, if he'll let us, yes.
Well, it's a bit of an imposition, but if you're happy to work for him every now and again, he'd be okay letting you stay.
That seems like a fair deal to me.
Wasn't he getting us a package ready to go back down the road to Uncle?
Oh, no. You took a package to Uncle from the ship.
Oh, that's right, so we did.
If you're looking for employment, he does have space on the cement battalion.
Yeah, I think we were going to take a week's training instead. I think we had enough money to take a week's training, didn't we, guys?
Well, it's 13 Mutsuki, which means that it's another 7 days before the next scheduled week's training is going to happen.
So a week's work and then a week's training, maybe then get some more money.
Well, no, the weeks in Nippon are 10-day weeks. So you have 7 days to pass before the next scheduled training period.
So should we do 7 days of work and then do a week's training?
Well, you could. Well, training. Let me give you an explanation on the way training works. The various schools, shrines, temples, etc., schedule classes in certain skills, and those happen over a 10-day period. And the teachers in a particular school are either teaching a class, or they're busy on something else, either their own personal tuition or research or work for the establishment, or they're free. If a class is being taught, it may not be full. If it's not full, you can talk to the teacher and try and get him to teach you something else.
Also, I remember that.
Because he can teach more than one skill at a time.
That's right, because there wasn't a Shuriken Jutsu class, and I was going to try and speak to somebody to see if we could get one going. That was right, I remember now.
If a teacher is free, then you can try and persuade him to teach a class. That's not as easy as persuading him, somebody who's already teaching a class, to teach another skill, because he's already working.
I've got an idea about that. We've got 7 days before classes start, so we're going to try and do some little job around somewhere that might get us a bit of on. And on helps you in those kind of encounters, doesn't it? Like when you try to convince somebody something?
Well, your status is what you use in those encounters if you're trying to persuade somebody of something.
On?
And on adds to your status.
Right, and on is the kind of thing we can get a little bit boost to that by doing some little job within 7 days, isn't it?
Well, you can try and find a competition somewhere and win it, or get into a drinking contest, for example.
I'd rather do some good deed and like exercising like something. Do you know what I mean? Like busting on some baddies.
Exorcising a ghost.
I kick asses, that's what I do. I want to kick some butts.
Yeah. Well, the problem with exorcising a ghost is, what can you do to exorcise a ghost? You're basically going to have to point your Shugenja at it.
I thought you could have a Shugenja, I don't use one.
Well, he's sitting there reading a scroll.
Oh, the Shugenja's the mage, sorry. I thought you were talking about a weapon, yeah.
Oh, no. No.
But I mean, something that we can do, like, not like just fucking shoveling, like, cement, man. That's boring. I'm better than that.
Once you looks somewhat disappointed. I mean, that's good, honest work.
It doesn't increase my on.
In fact, that's good work. He retracted the honest bit.
What do you think, boys? Sorry, I'm going on, and I'll let the boys pitch in.
Well, I'm quite ready to go and do some more cement shoveling for the rest of the week anyway.
I'm not too bothered, but I would like to go and arrange training first. Just get it ourselves
Arrange it
booked in.
first, book it, aye.
Well,
Okay.
But then
you
the whole point of getting more honour before we booked it was so that we had a better chance of booking it. But we could still try before we go and do something. I agree. Kosa?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to try to slot into an existing class. I'm not looking for anything special.
Okay. Well, before you go to bed tonight, you can have a wander around the various temples, shrines, schools, etc., and see what's scheduled for next week. Would that be any help?
What do you call our monk class, David? Remind me.
Budoka.
Budoka, yeah.
Yeah.
We're the
Well, I'm
three
looking.
Budokas tonight,
There's a
aren't
martial
we?
arts school, isn't there?
There is indeed. The Moving Wave School.
Yep, that's where my first port of call.
Okay.
well, if he's going there, I'll go with him.
Well, we should all go
Yeah.
together. We're the three Budoka, I'm thinking, aren't we? We're all the same class. We could potentially benefit from the same thing. We've got more chance of getting a class put on if there's three of us asking for it to be put on.
You make a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you amble along to the Moving Wave School, up on the board scheduled for next week there's only one class being taught. Kawahira is teaching Saite, and he's a master of it.
What's Saite? Spell that for me, David. Don't mind, I'm making notes.
SAI-TE. It's the use of the sai, which is a disarming type.
I know.
Correct.
I know the sai because it's. I'm showing my age here, showing my youth compared to you guys, but it's Raphael in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like an arming sword, yeah, like a secondary weapon for somebody that uses a rapier. It's like a little blocking sword. It catches weapons. Yeah, I love it. Ooh.
If you have a look at the Moving Wave School, Kawahira is teaching a class, as I say, and Ogawa is free.
Right, so.
Now, whether Kawahira has got any spare spaces in his class, that's the next thing to check.
Well, also checking what
Or do you want to train Kinzo?
At the moment, I don't particularly want to train anything, but it's always worthwhile finding out what's on offer.
See what Ogawa can teach first before we book the other guy, yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just see how many spaces they've got, if any, in the class. Oh, rats! Where's that gone? That's the one I wanted. So that's 4. That's 2, 4. There are in fact 2 spaces in his class.
In the Saite one.
In the Saite class. So somebody could try and persuade him to teach something else to them.
So can we see what he teaches?
Right, you can have a chat with the student at the admin block, so-called. Well, he teaches a number of things. His best skill is in fact Saite. He's a master of it. That's the only skill that he has actually mastered. Secondary skills, nunchaku.
Ooh.
Jujutsu.
Ooh, that's about the one as well.
Lesser skills, Kurumi Jutsu and Kama Jutsu.
Karumi Jutsu is what?
Also, Kurumijutsu is leaping.
And what's the other one?
Karma Jutsu is the use of the sai. Sickle, sorry.
Yep.
Ooh.
He can also teach tracking. His lowest skills are Tonfate, Jojutsu, and Atemiwaza.
Who wants to learn Nunchaka or Jiu-Jitsu with me? That would work well for me. What about you guys?
Be interested in either Jiu-Jitsu or tracking.
Ogawa is free that week.
And what does he?
He is a master of Atemiwaza, Jujutsu, Kurumijutsu, and Saite.
He's a man to know.
Yeah.
Definitely. What was his name, Dave? Was the guy's
That's
name?
Ogawa. Ogawa.
Okay.
What would be a class that would work good for all three of us then, guys?
Atemiwaza or Jujutsu.
Yeah, 2 basic skills, yeah.
Yeah.
He would be the man.
Jiu-Jitsu, obviously I know what that is. Atemiwaza is the, again, sorry guys.
Similar to karate.
Similar to karate.
And I have that, don't I? Dave?
Atemiwaza and Jiu-Jitsu are the 2 basic Budoka fighting skills.
Yeah, and I have them both, so... What do
Well,
you guys
It'd
think,
be
Tim?
useful once if we can get into his class, it might give us a better chance of getting into it in the future as well. It'd be worth it.
Well, you can try and persuade him to teach a class next week.
Should we try him?
Yes, I think we should try.
You could try and persuade him to start teaching a class now, but that will be more difficult because effectively you'd be taking up 2 weeks worth.
We might be
because
able to throw... Sorry, we might be able to throw a little bit of money at him. You never know.
I think we just try and book next week.
And do some work.
Next week, well, the only class being taught next week is Saite with Kawahira.
Yes, but we'd like to try and get Agawa to start.
Ogawa for
the
next
class.
week, yeah. Either for
Right.
Atemiwaza or Jiu-Jitsu, I think. Boys say.
Okay. So what you're trying to do is to get him to teach a class when he otherwise wouldn't. Okay. Well, you are not in bad odor at the school, so the student will summon Ogawa to have a chat with you. Okay, effectively you're going to have to make a status BCS. You'll get bonuses for every pupil that will be in the class. You get minuses because effectively you're getting him to give up his free week. You would also get a bonus for any gift to persuade him in terms of silver pieces. And if you wish, you can demonstrate that he wouldn't be wasting his time by an effect number on your skill that you want him to teach.
Shall we all go for the same skill? I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think also grease to be a little bit silver also.
Yeah, we can split that between us. You're in, Kinzo?
Fair enough.
Should we go for Jujutsu?
Suits me. I'm 50-50. I don't mind either way. You guys, whatever you prefer.
I think learning some Jujutsu would not be a bad idea in actual fact.
Yeah, so I think we'll go for Jujutsu then, Dave, if we can. How
Okey
much
doke.
money do we think we need to cough up? What seems like a reasonable amount?
Wait, let me look at what I've got.
Well, the student will tell you that no more than 12 silver.
Should be generous.
How's that sound?
Well, effectively, you, as far as the mechanics are concerned, you need to make a status BCS.
Was that each, David? Sorry, or between?
No, no, no. One of you is trying to persuade him to actually teach the class. Okay.
That will be Kosa because he's got the best status amongst us, I would think.
Yeah, I'll have a go.
Okay.
Sweet talking.
And there, so you then get. So you need an effect number on your status BCS. You get +1 per pupil that's going to be in the class.
Yep.
You get -3 because he's going to have to give up a free week, but you get +1 per silver piece you give him.
Oh,
So
Is that +1 to the status?
Is that capped on the
That's
+1
plus
for the
one
silver?
to the effect number. I'm giving you that.
Is there a
because
cap on
it's
the +1s for the
directly.
silver, Dave?
Yeah.
I think it's worth 4 silver to do that.
For
yep,
each?
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's effectively 4 silver you're donating. -3 is 1. There's 3 pupils, so that gives you another +3. So that's +4.
No, I was meaning 4 silver each.
All right.
Each,
12 silver total.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, beat it to death with a bag of money.
Yeah. Throw money at the problem.
Okay.
As long as it lasts, yeah.
Do you think it's something that Richard's character would want to do as well?
He's the.
I can't.
He's a bushy, isn't he? It seems
I can't-
unlikely. Seems
probably
unlikely he's
not.
even got the skill.
Let me just check his sheet. That's Ichijo. No, he's got Kenjutsu, Kyojutsu, Yudomi Jutsu, and Iai Jutsu. And with his 5 freely improvable skills, I don't think he's going to use one of those up on Jujutsu.
He's a nut job, isn't he?
Sword, yes.
He's a bushy. What do you expect?
Him not have EI, that's what I expect.
Yeah.
Well, he chose it.
We'll wait for the first duel fights then.
So I roll
Okay.
the dice then.
So, you've got 3 of you taking the class, which cancels out the -3. You're getting +12 for the 12 silver you're giving him, and you need a positive effect number. So
it's
make your die roll.
My global status 17. Is that what we're looking at?
What's your best status? It's 17, yes. So your BCS is 15. Is 3.
Okay, let's give it a go.
Good luck.
So that's -5 +12. Yep, that's +7. So yes, he is willing to teach a class in Atamiwasa.
Nice.
Sorry, in Jujutsu, rather.
Jujutsu next week. That's
Let
very
me
kind.
add that to the list. Moving Wave School.
Well, actually, as we've booked it this early, there may be more people who will come along to join.
Correct.
Yeah. It's on the notice board, yeah.
So we can go and get 7 days work now.
Bow to the
it's
plain
going
side,
good.
thank him, and we'll see you in first of the next week.
Certainly.
Bow to the master, yes, and thank him graciously.
Rightio. And you return back to spend the night in the prison cell. Sorry.
What do you mean prison
storage
cell?
shed.
Barn? I thought it was a barn. A storage
Oh, a
shed.
bit of a slip there, was it, Dave?
Right, David. Something that you're not telling us.
Well, it's a bit dry and dusty in there because of all the bags of cement. Okay, so knock yourself another ration of fish, etc. off.
Okay.
Fish and rice.
That's along a bit to the right on the sheet somewhere, isn't it?
In your goods,
Get down somewhere.
I will knock.
Yeah, there it is. Down to 13. Traveller's food parcels, knock that down to 13 now.
I will knock one off for Ichijo, and I will knock one off for Hachiro. Okay, so who wants to shovel cement tomorrow?
Well, it's good. It's a day's work, I suppose. What do we
I'll
get paid
shovel
again? Remind me.
3 copper.
Yeah.
I'm not proud.
It's not a very nice job, so he's willing to pay you 3 copper.
Now, our forgot the word for mage once again. We're 4 episodes in.
Shugenja.
Our Shugenja, is he coming to work or is he studying? What's he doing?
He's studying his Torimono,
And what
his
about
teaching scroll.
our Yakuza? What's he going to do? Is he working?
Ichijo?
Yeah.
I assume so.
Okay.
Righty-ho. So the following day, 14 Mitsuki, is actually a bit wet. There's dark storm clouds overhead, there's a brief rainstorm, and everything is wet. So let's roll luck roll to see whether it happens after you get to the place or before. 3d6. Oh dear. On the way there, you get soaking wet.
Oh, what?
So, well, the problem is working with cement when you're soaking wet, not a good thing.
No.
So basically,
Please don't cut down the dust.
Well, you're sent back to dry off and put some different clothes on. So you're late starting. But it'd be better than getting that stuff stuck to your skin and getting acid burns all over you. One who's very, very responsible in health and safety matters.
Sure is.
Well, he doesn't want you contaminating the cement and causing it to go off in the bags.
So I'm gonna graft my ass off and work my muscles and get a good day's training as well while I'm working, I guess.
Well, this isn't flexing your muscles in the approved way for a judo raid. It doesn't count as strength training or anything. Okay, the day passes peacefully, nobody interrupts, etc. The wheelbarrows of cement are shoved through and tipped into the receptacle, ready for you to shovel them. They appear to be getting a little bit more careless with keeping the door shut. And what Hachiro spotted before is in fact confirmed. They do appear to be emptying cement bags and putting half the cement into the barrows and sending it through, and mixing the other half with something in there and putting it back in the bags.
Is that curious or incurious or that?
Well, I wonder if they're stealing it from the building site where they're building the wall and then selling it back to them.
Well, once you did say it was good work. Didn't say honest work.
Keep my head down and keep shoveling and pretend I didn't see anything.
Oh, very wise, very wise. Don't get many jobs paying 3 copper a day on the docks. Okay, there's you in fact get another couple of days work in before anything else happens. So
plus how many?
Let's see. So you work 14th, 15th, and 16th Mitsuki shoveling cement.
9.
So you can add 9 copper each. And knock off 3 fish.
Remember to take add copper to our other worker and take fish.
I will do Hachiro and Ichijo.
I was just thinking of the Dungeon Master's mind there, giving you a wee reminder.
No problem.
Nine copper richer, boys.
No, I'm not. I'm 111 copper poorer.
What the hell have you been buying?
Well, I paid full silver to get us some training, and so did you.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
It's going to take a lot of cement shoveling to get that back.
Yeah, far too much for me to carry on doing. We need something else.
Correct. And 3 copper off. 3 food parcels off there, so he's only got 4 left. You're gonna have to pop out and. Well, next week, don't forget your food is paid for by the school.
Oh, nice.
You're staying there.
I mean, we're surviving. We're making 3 meals per 3 days worth of food per day, and eating 1, so we're getting a +2 profit, right?
Well, unless you run out of food and have to buy it in the town.
Because that's what a copper is, right? Is 1 day's worth of eating.
In this town, it'll probably cost us 2 copper to buy it.
Well, there's board as well, I suppose.
Well,
We've
out
got
of the
3 boards
goodness
here.
of his heart, once she
Aye,
was
aye.
letting you stay free.
The goodness of his heart. Don't even talk about the goodness of his heart.
And that's one reason why Kinzo is continuing to work for him, although I think he's a crook.
OOC, so my character in the rest of this
He might not,
he's
but
definitely a crook.
Amakusa is. I just can't prove it yet.
Why would you want to?
Because he might be worth money.
Well, he's worth money for contacts at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, but he might be worth a lot more as a bandit.
Well, it's not as bad as the other guys bumping off the official.
Well, they might all be involved in the same thing.
Well, you're right, they could be.
Yeah, they're all in the same town. They know each other.
They're all part of the same Yakuza gang.
Have you seen any Irizumi yet?
Not that I would recognise, no.
Okay. After 3 days relentless shoveling of cement, he has another job for you tomorrow, which is a lot cleaner. Needs to transport some goods from the docks into the town to the Street of Craftsmen. Needs 2 of you for it.
What's he paying?
Looks at you and considers. Well, job's normally 2 copper, he said. Well, it doesn't have all the mess and fuss of dealing with all the cement and getting dirty and dry and whatever. But I suppose it needs doing, and if I pay you less, you're not going to take it, are you? All right, 3 copper for 2 of you for shifting stuff for me.
3 copper each, yeah? Let's be clear here.
Well, which of you want to do that rather than shovel cement?
What exactly?
Ichijo sticks his hand up.
Well, do either of you 2 want to do it?
I'm easy one way or the other.
I'm just gonna shovel.
Right, well, I'll do it then. Listen to it.
Yeah.
Let's just sat here, look at each other. I'll do it. You come in then, Kinzo.
No, Ichijo's going.
Well, he
Okay.
wanted to, because it's cleaner than
fine, that's
shoveling
fine, yeah.
cement.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Put me in the Kyūryū then.
Okay, and so Kyūryū and Kosa carry goods, and Kyūryū, Kinzo, shovel cement. Okay. Well, it's actually 2 days worth of carrying goods. takes the two of you down the docks into another warehouse. There appear to be stacks of pig iron and other materials, and there's a two-man carry. You know, the basically it's got two beams that go on your shoulders, and then there's a bed slung from those two that you load the stuff onto. So rather than individual packing, the two of you are carrying it between you. Okay. So
kind of like a
you load-
stretcher, but carried on the shoulders instead of
effectively,
down at
yes.
your...
Okay. It's not bad on your shoulders. They're quite thick poles, and they're kind of wrapped in rope, so they don't dig in. They spread the load. Okay, so you load up the carry, and he gives you the directions to one of the armed street craftsmen. And you take it in. He just checks, yep, fine. Take it in there. Tells you to take it into the back. He'll get his apprentice to unload it.
Yep.
You can take that one back and get him to load it up with the next lot.
Okay.
So basically, you spend the day shunting stuff backwards and forwards: charcoal,
Okay.
pig iron, leather, cotton twine, etc. All the sort of stuff that armourers use.
Yep.
And you spend 2 days doing that.
Okay. It's day 17 and 18.
Is that plus
Okay.
6 copper and -2 food?
So that's another 6 each and another 2 food off. So let me just adjust Ichigo. Oh dear, his load's going up. Once you will, of course, offer to change your coins for you if you wish. And Hachiro knocks off another 2 food.
We should have paid that teacher all the silver in copper.
Hachiro is down to 1 day's food left. So he's going to have to pop out and get some from a local village. If he leaves everything behind, is he actually going to be... Well, he's not got far to go. It doesn't matter if he's overcumbered. Does anybody want him to go and buy some food for the rest of you?
I've got 10 days, I think I'm good. 8 days. Maybe I'll take another week.
I'm good at the moment.
Nah, I've got 8 days, yeah, I'm good. Fine.
I'm good as well.
Okay. Ichijo has only got 2 days worth left. So he'll ask Hachiro to go and get 10 days worth for him as well. So he will pop out and do that on the morrow. For the rest of you, it's can I have a wit saving throw from Kosa and Ichijo, please?
Somebody want to roll for a Kyūryū?
One of you roll for Ichijo.
Oh. Come on, box really small.
No.
Didn't make it.
Somebody want to roll for Ichijo?
Really?
You roll, Kosa. You were with him.
Yeah, I'll do it then.
Okay. Well, Kinzo's rolled and.
He rolls a 9.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
I would have made it if I'd done it. Never mind.
Are you sure you want to make your wit saving throw? You never know.
Well, that's always the question. Are
Yes.
some things too dangerous for you to know?
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me knock 10 copper off Hachiro and Ichijo, and they will go back up to
and 12.
12 and Chiro.
How many days away from training are we? 2, right?
Just a couple.
Yay.
Have we reached 19th yet?
No, that was the 18th.
That was the 18th.
17th and 18th was the 2 days.
Correct. And so, I'm afraid the last couple of days it's just shoveling cement again.
Okay.
And that takes you up to 20 Mutsuki, so another 2 days worth of food off, please.
So at 19 and 20.
19 and 20, and you get another 6 shillings, copper each.
Okay. And minus 2 food. Okay. Is it training day?
And you reach the end of the second week in Mutsuki. And you are heartily glad to see the back of that cement.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm glad we're training next week. Clear some of this rubbish out my lungs.
I've got it in every pore and every crack, and I'm like tasting it when I breathe. I cannot wait to see the back of it.
Well, Wanshu thanks you for your sterling work. They're probably going to finish off the cement next week while you're away, so we'll have to see if he's got anything else to keep you busy. Otherwise, if not, well, can we send you back to Hanamishisu, I suppose? Okay, so
Let us deal with that problem when we get to it.
correct.
Yeah.
Well, it's a cool day again on the 21st, Mitsuki. A little bit of light cloud, but it's not too bad. So you make your way along to the Moving Wave School, and you are introduced to Master Ogawa, who will then take you through learning Jujutsu. So, Jujutsu. Okay, I think it's safe to say that his level is higher than all of yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a bonus for each of you?
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, how do I looking for Jiu-Jitsu bonus? Yes.
If you're a Budoka, it is, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are any of you fully literate in Hiragana or Kanji? Because they do have teaching scrolls, Torimonos, in those two languages.
No.
No, not at all.
Sorry. Dumb fuck
No.
here.
What do you need to be fully literate?
BCS of 10 or better. So effectively 50 in the skill.
In what skill? Kanji.
Hiragana or Kanji.
Hiragana or kanji. Hiragana or kanji, no, don't have either. So what have I got? What's the basic? Katakana, that's the basic writing, right?
Katakana, yeah.
Katakana
Yeah,
is
those are really-
effectively capitals, block capitals.
Right, I've got a 14 in that,
simplest.
but I don't have anything in the other two.
Yeah. Well, sadly, they don't have a teaching scroll in Katakana for Jujutsu. They did in the Temiwaza, but not in Jujutsu. Okay, so in that case, you would get a bonus to your learning rate of 4. So, what is it? Do any of you have skills of 60 or higher?
I'm going to put this.
I do, but it's not in Jujutsu.
Sorry, a Jujutsu skill of 60 or higher.
I'm aware of what you meant.
Yes, I know, and you're being clever, aren't you?
If that's what you want to call it.
Mildly sarcastic. Okay, so you get you're working with a master who's higher level than you are. It's a bonus skill, and he's a master of the skill. which I believe
And we're in the school.
in the school, which I believe is a bonus to your learning rate of +4.
It is.
Correct. So in that case, whatever your learning rate is, add 4 to it.
Yeah.
And then your skill increases by that percent. Okay. So Kyūryū, your Jujutsu was 56. Your learning rate is 2. So 2 plus 4 is 6. So 6 plus 56, your Jujutsu would go up to 62. Okay?
Mine does.
Yes.
But does
So you
change
can move
permanent?
your BC, your permanent
Yeah.
score goes up to 62.
Nice. Oh, that changed my final BCS. It went up one.
Correct.
Come on.
Unfortunately, because your skill is more than 60 now, you are working at any further learning you do is at a hindrance, so you learn half as fast.
Okay.
So next week, if you studied another week, you would only gain 3% rather than 6%.
Are we able to see how what's his name? Hachiro, not Hachiro. Yeah, Hachiro is getting on with his role.
I was going to let him roll when he gets back.
Yeah, you should.
He should really, but I mean, what's his chance of doing it in a week? Pretty low.
His score in the school is 55, so his final BCS there is 12.
He needs 10 effect
So-
numbers, doesn't he?
He needs 10 effect numbers.
It's
So
pretty unlikely. Pretty
it's
unlikely.
unlikely he's going to do it in a week.
So,
But
anybody in favour of having a second week?
I have
let's
got
put it
no
this way:
objection.
he cannot do worse than get 0.
I suggest we find out how much that cost us first.
And
Yeah,
that would
good
cost
idea.
you five silver.
We may have to pay for another week's training as well.
That's the 5 silver for that week.
Okay. I can do another week's training.
I think it's worth it.
And would you each add Moving Wave School to your list of statuses?
Where's that?
So if you go down to the bottom of your sheet, you'll see that you got the bottom table in cell C56. It's currently empty.
Yep.
And if you type in Moving Wave as the school, and you've earned 1 status in that school.
So it's member.
And you are now a member in that you have spent time at that school.
Does that say what position the status should say 0, yeah?
Now, you can add your personal bonus to it of 10. Your group status, hang on, I didn't
Position
actually...
status is position status is coming as 0.
Yeah.
Yes, I need to copy the formula down. 1 second, let me just do that.
Okay.
Dave,
Yes,
the
all right,
spreadsheet
I'm
game is
failing.
lacking. The
I'm
spreadsheet
failing.
game is lacking. No. I've got the spreadsheet on the recording. People are looking at the spreadsheet. Dave, you're letting the viewers down.
Not at all. I'm demonstrating how this works.
Yeah. Keep telling people that this RPG it doesn't have a character sheet. It's got a spreadsheet.
Well, unfortunately, spreadsheets are one of the things which vary dramatically. Okay, so as far as your school is concerned, let's see, what's the multiple for that? It's a 0.3 for the Moving Wave School. So therefore, we'll just say that's 0.3. So currently, your status in the Moving Wave School, Kyūryū, is slightly better than your status in the Artisan Caste.
Okay.
Let's just do the same for... so as far as Kosa is concerned, you get 1 point for that. which means that those get dragged down 0.3. And let's do the same for Kinzo. Okay. So
It becomes that skill becomes a fizz now, doesn't it?
that is now a freely improvable skill. So if you put FIS under Jujutsu, that counts against your freely improvable skills. That is if you haven't already trained up it. Some of you already have. Okay. Coming up to the end of the week, are you interested in...
Don't we get a 0.1 in one of the physical stats?
You get a 0.1 to add to one physical stat as well. Correct. So which do you want to put it into?
Well, I put mine in.
Mine in speed.
I'm putting mine in speed as well.
Okay. Add 0.1 to your speed, which puts it up to 21.4. Slow but steady wins the race. Are you interested in what's planned for next week?
Yes.
Okay. Well, next week in the Moving Wave School, Wada is teaching Kamajutsu. But what you want to know is what is Master Ogawa doing?
Second
while I check and
I wouldn't mind
see.
picking a little bit of that, but wasn't he also training in Karumijutsu, the same guy?
Ogawa is busy, unfortunately.
Okay.
In fact, all of them, apart from Wada, are busy that week. If you're interested in looking... he's teaching Kamajutsu. If you're interested in what's being taught at the other schools that week...
Yeah.
Where would I possibly find training in massage?
Massage. Dear, where would you
we could just practice on each other, bro. It's not gay if you shut your eyes. Or if you don't shut your eyes, I don't remember.
Well, if you're really short of something to do, you can get free training in Butsudo or Shinten at the... or the temples.
Massage is one of my skills as well. I'm into training that. If you're into training that, we could just rub each other down, dude.
The Temple of the Dragon at Peace is teaching calligraphy, kanji, and yoga. The Rose Temple and the Harvest Blessings Shrine are teaching karma yoga. The Flower of Hyuga School is teaching heraldry and hawking. Typical. And Iai Jutsu as well. The Rice Harvest School is teaching Naginata Jutsu. The Art of Go is teaching School of Wooden Herbalist. And the Dawn of Time School is teaching Hiragana and Herbalist as well.
What's Hiragana?
Hiragana, joined upright.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like it might be worth doing. Bit of Hiragana.
Can't get any martial lessons.
Trying to improve yourself.
Takanaka is also a master.
Yeah, I'll investigate getting into the Hiragana class if possible.
Okay.
Couldn't
well, you can just turn up, providing there's a spare space.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll investigate.
1 second. Let me just check and see if there are any spare spaces. Takanaka.
What's this? We're going for class in Hiragana.
Well, I am. I don't know.
Well.
Yep, there are 3 spare spaces in the Hiragana class if you want it.
Which location is that at?
That's in the Dawn of Time school. Now, you also have the option of trying to persuade him to teach something else. And let's see, has he actually mastered anything? Data. Filter. Turn that back on again. So. He has actually mastered something. Let's see what it is. Probably nothing of use. Good God. Yes, he mastered Hiragana. That's it, which he's teaching.
Oh, yes, please.
Other skills he's got close to mastery: armory, calligraphy, heraldry, painting, popular dance, prana yoga, raja yoga, schools, and tea ceremony.
Would it be fairly accurate, Dave, if I broke down the 3 types of writing into writing, handwriting, and calligraphy?
Effectively, katakana you can say is block capitals, hiragana is joined up writing, kanji is the formal hieroglyphics.
Yeah, writing, handwriting, calligraphy, that'll do me.
Yes.
Like.
Well, no, calligraphy is a separate skill.
Right, okay.
It's the symbols rather than the
which is kanji, right?
Alphabetical.
Yeah.
Yes, kanji. Yes. So Kosa is interested in hiragana. What is Kinzo interested in doing? Anything? Or are you looking for Wanshu to find you something to do?
I'm going to go back to work.
Well, if he's got any, he'll have to see what he can find.
That's fine. I shall broach this subject during the week. We're actually. Oh, I can't because we're at school.
You can't. You're at the school.
Oh, well, never mind. I'll have to do it when I've finished.
I don't have basic writing, so I'm not going to bother doing handwriting. I'm going to work, I think.
Okay. So Kosa, you are going to spend a week training, and the rest of them. Okay. So. Is it a bonus skill for you?
I don't think so. I haven't marked it as a bonus skill.
No, it's not.
Let me just catch up on the dates, Dave. Does this put us on the 1st of the next month?
Correct. It would be the 1st of Kisaragi.
K-I-S-O-R...
K-I-S-A-R-A-G-I.
Nice one.
It's been a very wet week. You chose a good week to go training. It rained 2, 4, 6 out of the 10 days.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know.
So we're spending the 1st to the 11th working then, yeah?
Okay, so that takes you up to there.
Oh, the 1st to the 10th, sorry.
So Kosa is planning on spending a week at Hiragana.
Pretentious, that's what it is.
No, he
Yeah, I
just
prefer
wants,
to think of it as upwardly mobile.
he wants to be able to
Got to
read.
improve yourself, ain't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, talking to the other students, Torimono generally come in the 3 different types of script, and the katakana tend to be the slightly lower class Torimono, not quite as skillful. Hiragana, somewhat better, and the best ones are normally kanji. But if ever you actually find a Torimono and gift it to the school, that's not worth quite a few bit of kudos, he'll tell you.
Great. It's useful to know.
You'd be better off selling it.
Yeah, but being in someone's good favour might be worth a bit more than a bit of just a bit of dosh.
Okay, so let's deal with Kosa for the week first.
Yep. So what's it costing me?
On the second, Dawn of Time School. Right. Are you fully literate in Hiragana? Sorry, in katakana?
I'm on 68.
That's fully literate. Congratulations.
Yep.
That means that there is a teaching scroll available to help you in your training.
Good.
So that makes up for the fact that it's not a bonus for you. So what's your current skill in Hiragana?
I haven't got
Neil?
it. So, no.
In that case, you go up by 4 plus your learning rate.
Okay.
At a cost
And
of
what's
5
it cost
silver.
me?
5 silver.
Ouch. Ouch. Okay.
It's only money.
Yeah.
It should be a bit more than that, Dave.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
hang on a second.
Go to the literary section. Literacy
True.
section.
My apologies. Yes, I've just remembered literacy is handled differently, isn't it?
Should be more expensive, or should learn more? Or
I think
You learn a lot
both.
more.
You learn a lot more, actually.
All right. Oh, good.
Uh, bu- 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 bum. Uh, That's actually plus another 6, isn't it?
So it's 12.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. That's me sorted.
Yeah, literacy is one of those odd skills. But the more you know about it, the better you get at it. Faster.
Yep. And that is 0.1 in a mental ability attribute rather.
Nice.
So did you say 0.1 or 0.05?
0.1. Well, you went up 10.
Yes.
It's 0.05 per BCS increase.
Yes.
We are
So
building
you went
and
up
getting
2
stronger,
BCSs
boys.
at 0.1.
So it's okay. Good. Magic.
Say that again.
I said that was good. Getting my wit up.
Oh, I mean Oliver.
So we're getting building, getting bigger and stronger and better.
Slow but steady, yes.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, back on the docks. I'm afraid that for the first couple of days, One Shoe doesn't have anything available, so it's working for a merchant, unloading ships at 2 copper a day
Oh. For 2 days.
for 2 days.
Alright.
And Hachiro will take his second week at trying to learn this spell. I'm assuming he wasn't successful the first week, which I think is a pretty fair bet.
Why don't you roll the dice for it?
Okay.
Yay! Oh wait, 2 seconds, Dave. Wait. I'll make the dice roller bigger on screen because it's a decisive moment. Right, go.
Okay, so his BCS is 12 from memory. Let me just double check that. Hachiro. BCS in the School of Metal is 12. So we need to roll a d20 and get less than.
Isn't it plus his learning rate?
He gets pluses on top of that. Yes.
Right. Roll it.
But let's roll the basic BCS to start with. D20. A 15. Ouch! I don't think that's going to help that much. Let me just check under Shugenja. Learning a spell.
I suspect he's either failed by 1 or just made it on 0.
Shugenja. He gets his level, his learning rate, and a reference library if he has one, which he doesn't. So basically, his learning rate is for Hachiro. Learning rate is 2. His level is 1, so that's 3. So he got a -5. So he doesn't learn anything in the first week. Sorry, 12. He rolled a 15, which is -3, and he gets +3 for learning rate and level, so he learns 0. Okay, 1 week down.
What do we do for the next 8 days pay?
1 second. The first 2 days, you're just going to be shifting cargo.
So that's +4 copper pieces, -2 food.
Correct.
Anyway, yeah, that beats shoving cement.
It's not as effective in bringing the money in.
Yeah, but it's not damaging my health as much.
Correct. So let's just knock off 2 food for Hachiro. He's going to have to go out and get some more at this rate. Okay, 3rd day. Wanshu tells you he has managed to round up some extra work.
Yay.
He'd like you to stand in and just stop any trouble in the back room of one of the inns.
Bouncers.
Okay, doke.
Yeah, sounds good.
5 copper a night.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
He's got a friend of his is running a game, and it's probably going to run over a couple of nights. So if you can just stop any trouble.
2-part one shot, is it? Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Certainly does.
I'll let you negotiate. I'm gonna have to run to the shop next door. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes. We don't need to take a break. You can be alright without me for 2 minutes, eh?
Oh, quite possibly. They can shove you to the front to take all the damage, and just go around the back to knock them out.
What damage? What are you talking about? I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, so he takes you along to the inn as the sun starts to go down, and introduces you to his mate. Second, who's Morikawa. Has some interesting tattoos, and he's running a dice game in the back of the inn. Doesn't expect any trouble, but you know what people are like when they get a bit of sake in them.
And they're losing money.
And they're losing money as well. Yeah, it is a bit of a bad combination. But you know, if they can't stand to lose it, they shouldn't be playing for it, should they?
Very wise words, sir.
Don't suppose you'd be interested in kind of chucking your wages in?
Absolutely not.
Right.
On the grounds I'd only lose them, so it'd be pointless.
Well, no, it is a game of skill. I mean, sure, you know, you look quite a dexterous fellow.
Yes, but I have no skill in dice or any other form of gambling game.
Well, he'd be willing to teach you. Reasonable rates.
I'll take that under advisement, but not at the moment.
Very good. Okay. The place does get quite busy. And... Okay. Well, the first night, you do actually have to quell a little how shall I put it? Disagreement, shall we say? And let's just check and see how bad it is. Not particularly difficult. Are you being studious and kind of doing what you're asked to do?
I'm being dutiful, sir.
You're being dutiful. Jolly good, jolly good.
I don't know about my friend, though.
Well, we will have to ask him when he gets back.
How about the second night?
The second night passes peacefully.
Oh, that's useful.
Okay. So you are being dutiful. So you've got the people heavily outnumbered. So would you care to roll a 2d6, please? I think it is. Effectively on the winning table. A 10.
Yes, 10, sir.
Okay. So... Ooh, you get an encounter. Da, 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 da. Okay. Well, you knock a roll a d6.
A 4.
In that case, you kind of knock out 5 rabble, which effectively gains you 5 extra copper to add to your 5 copper for the night. And one of the Yakuza involved takes dislike to your face, and you end up fighting him.
What did I just come back to?
You basically there was trouble on the first night. Effectively, it counts as a battle in the back of the inn. So, were you being courageous? Were you being dutiful, or were you being cowardly in carrying out your duties?
Me, courageous, 100%.
Okay. In that case, roll. I think. Where is it? Where is it? So roll 2d6 and add 2, please. Ah,
Oh my
4.
days. 4.
Okay. Bum. Roll a d3.
Two.
Okay, you managed to knock 2 guys out in the brawl, and you get an extra 2 copper for your troubles. But you also get stabbed for. Sorry, no, it would. No, this is a. No, that would just count as non-lethal. So basically, you get to take some non-lethal damage. But effectively, you knocked that many people out, and you got that many extra copper pieces. However, over on the far side of the room, Kinzo is facing off with a Yakuza who's taking him on 1-to-1. So I'd better let's just move to here, and this is basically a straight fight between Kinzo and another person. And let's just get rid of that. And the two of you are basically having a go at each other. So 1 seconds.
Come on, Kinzo. Kick his ass.
Okay, well, you get to go first, Kinzo.
Okay, I shall step forward and punch.
Yeah, go Kinzo.
Roll to hit.
Knock him out in one.
Successful hit or not? 1 second.
I bet AC 4.
Oh, no trouble. He's only AC 1. Roll your damage.
Take 6.
Ow! He will try and slap you back. And I believe he hits AC 4 as well.
Fair enough.
Take 2. Slap. Second reaction, you go first.
Get him, Kinzo.
Missed.
Righty-ho. And he will attempt to strike you roughly and misses as well. Back to primaries.
Thump him again.
Ahoy!
Okay.
That's a miss.
He will attempt to thump you. And that's a miss as well.
On my secondary, I'll thump him again.
Go for it.
No, keep missing.
Sadly, so does he. Yeah, he missed again. Righty-ho, go for it again. Well, you're only trainees, aren't you? That's another miss. But that's a hit. Doing a massive 4 points. Aha, you're both 6 down. Your secondary? Nope. His secondary.
He's knocked me off, Bar.
Well, and he's kind of he wasn't expecting to hit you and knocked himself off balance as well. Primaries, off you go. Ooh.
Almost.
Almost, but not quite a 20. That's hit AC 1.
Fortunately, that just misses me.
Trapped. Secondaries. You're not doing too well here.
No, the dice roll's got in for.
Yep, he's missed you as well. Now here's where you roll a 1. Aha, that's a hit, doing 3 damage.
3.
He's 9 down. And that hits 1 again. Missed. Secondaries?
Excellent.
Nope.
No.
And no. You're both... Obviously, the cramped conditions are causing you to nearly fumble. Back to the primaries. That's a miss. And that's a miss. That's a miss. And that's a miss. Back to the primaries. That's a miss. That's a hit. Take 6. Secondaries. Miss and... Oops! That's a fumble! Ah, dear. Where's the fumble table gone?
Just rolled a d20.
You got them off by heart, I can tell. A 13.
Yeah, I've got the table in front of me. Where are we? Unarmed combat. 13. Falls down and suffers a day's special effect.
Okay, he's out, basically. By the time you've landed on him and kind of taken advantage of that, he's out. Congratulations.
Well done.
1 point of Budo, and you get a point of on for that as well, for fulfilling your duty. So if you can add that to the table at the bottom, it will add automatically to your total.
Very nice, Kinzo.
Can I ask a question?
My on's just gone up by 3.
By 3? Somebody's... That should be a formula. If you look in at cell G47, yeah, your on's made up of birth, skills, actions, and your level. So if you just put the on you earn in the on from actions, and that will
Thanks,
actually
Dave. Yeah,
that automatically reports up at the top.
That's fine.
Okay, and that then also adds it into your personal status when it goes, when you get so much on. Okay, he'll pay you an extra silver for dealing with that.
Thank you.
On top of the extra 5 copper you got. But your second night passes peacefully, and so you just get the 5 copper each from doing that. Okay? The other people, unfortunately, are just gaining 2 copper and spending 1 fish and rice parcel each. So I'll just do Ichijo.
That's the second item of that job for me, so that was another +5 copper.
Correct. And Hachiro just goes down 2 parcels. Okay, so
Cool.
that was. Let's just
Plus
go to
12
the diary.
copper, -2 food for me, yeah? For the 2 days.
That's right.
Thank you.
Okay. So 2 nights in the gambling den. And then unfortunately, game's over for the week, and it's back onto the docks. Wanshu doesn't have anything for the next few days, so you've got another 3 days of shifting cargo.
Well, stop. Pause. Because we need to get food rations again. I am down to 2 days now, boys.
Well, Hachiro can pop out and purchase them again.
Can you get me a 10-day, please?
He will get 10 days for whoever wants it.
Thank you. How much is that?
10 copper.
Okay.
I'll ask him to get me 10 as well then.
Fair enough. 10 copper for you as well.
So are we on the... What's the date of Kisaragi, the 2nd of Kitsuragi? 3rd.
1 second. You've got 3 days of shifting cargo. You were in the gambling den, 3rd and 4th Kizuragi rather, and then 5th, 6th, and 7th you're shifting cargo.
But we are currently on the 5th.
The gambling den was 3rd and 4th. 5th, 6th, and 7th you're shifting cargo again.
Okay,
so you only get 2 copper each for those days, and it costs you a food each night.
-10 copper pieces for the food I bought. -3 food. +10 food for the food I bought. What was my wages?
You get 2 a day for those 3 days.
+6 copper pieces, okay.
Okay. And
-10 +6 is 4.
That's fine.
-3 food +10 food is +7.
Ichijo.
Okay. Sorted.
Okay. The next day, Wanshu doesn't have anything for you, and none of the merchants have anything on the docks either. So you're just going to have to wander the city or sit in the shed for the time being.
Meditate.
I shall wander around the city looking at the shrines, trying to find out who they are actually Kami's to.
Put us back on the city map, Dave, or the world map.
1 second, I'll just move you back.
Thank you. Just for the visuals.
And I will just run you through the various shrines. Okay, the Harvest Shrine is very large, actually. There are 2 major kami that it serves, Ebisu and Inari, and 4 minor kami, Ami no Wakahito, Kawa no Kami, Taketsuhiko, and Wakus Musubi. Ebisu is kami of good fortune, generally. And Inari is often referred to as the rice goddess. And the minor kami are all associated with good harvests, etc. The whole shrine seems to be dedicated to placating the kamis and encouraging them to help the harvests of Hyuga to be good. The Safe Return Shrine has one minor kami associated with it, Hoderi. And from memory, that is a fisherman's kami. It's to try and ensure the safe return of the fisherman from... Hence the name of the shrine. The Burning Flower Shrine is dedicated to Kanayago Kami. And that's another minor kami. And it's more serving the artisans, if you like. It's metal workers, anybody dealing with fire in their crafts. And obviously, with a city like this, it is
Arsonists. Sorry.
No, arson is punishable by death. Most of the city is timber and wooden paper construction.
You wait till a fire breaks out.
Oh yes. Anybody messing with fire it's regarded as extremely dangerous. So craftsmen dealing with metal, people with heating kilns, etc., they take great care to make sure that it doesn't get out of control. And placating kamis associated with fire is something that all craftsmen do.
Is it just the 3 shrines?
Just the 3 shrines. The Shrine of War. Is it the Shrine of War on the way? Where are we?
Yeah, this one here.
Yes, the Shrine of War. Who was that dedicated to? Let me just check that.
Susanoo Wo?
The warrior.
Susanoo, that's it. Susanoo, yes, Susanoo. That's it. So I'm afraid that that particular day you're just going to have to wander the city having a look at the place.
Just -1 food and nothing else, eh?
Well, that's the way things
And
happen
this
on
is
the
the
docks.
8th.
If there's no ships come in or no ships leaving, then there's no work.
This is the 8th of Kitsuragi. No work.
Correct.
-1 food. Okay. Cool. So they're just writing notes, writing physical notes.
Okay. And 9th and 10th, again, he manages to get you a job shifting cargo. So...
Wait. Because I think I've only added... -3 + 10. No, I don't know if I've added my food up right. I've got 9 days left. Yeah, no, that's right, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. So it should be 8 now.
Okay, let me just adjust Ichiro. And Ichijo. His copper's building up. And at the end of the week, do you want to know what's available in the various schools next week?
Hang on, where are we? I've got up to the 8th of Kitsuragi on my notes.
Okay, well, that 8th Kizuragi, there was no work.
No food. Right,
9th and
-1.
10th, you can get work shifting cargo. So you'll be +2 copper per day, so that's +4 copper, but -2 food.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to be looking at the notice boards.
Okay. Well, Kosa might be interested to know that Takanaka is going to be teaching Hiragana again next week.
Oh, it's tempting. But, I've drained my finances quite a bit.
Exactly. Okay, would you care to add Dawn of Time to your list of groups? You can add a week there.
Yep.
What's that? He's known at that school now, yeah?
Yep.
That's cool.
Okay, what's that? Earn status 1, is it? Oh, you're putting it in, okay.
1 status, yep. Okay. It's not a lot,
It's all adding up. It's all adding up.
but every little
Yourself
helps when
known.
you have to...
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you return from the school, looking very pleased with yourself.
Yep.
Not even partially literate in Hiragana yet, but
But I've got a few samples I can show. So I've learnt something.
He knows the alphabet.
joined up writing.
Yeah, I can write the alphabet.
And Hachiro gets to make a second die roll. He's completed another week of training. So
Come on, lad.
Does one of you want to roll for him?
Oh, not me.
Not for me, no. Last time I did it, it was really bad. You have a go, Tim.
Hang on, where's my dice? There we go.
An 8, sir.
An 8. His base BCS is 12, so that's 4. And that's another plus 3, so that's a total of 7 points earned against the 10 needed.
Does he have to do it all in one go?
No, he can take a break for a week.
Right.
But he's learned 7 out of the 10 points so
7
far.
tenths.
7/10 of the way there. Okay. Wanshu does actually have a job if you're interested this week.
Alright.
Yes, please, yeah.
Yes, yeah, we're interested.
Well, it's not for him. It's for one of the crafts guilds in the city. They're looking for people to escort a prospecting group into the hills, looking for limestone. Really, the daimyo wants to start another kiln,
Quarry, is it?
creating cement on site rather than having to import it. He's not happy with the quality of it. So
I wonder why that might be.
Yeah. Somebody's watering it down or something. Mixing it with some bloody flour or something.
Yeah, we'll go and help him. After all,
Yeah.
Kyūryū will like this.
Yeah, just hope his wall doesn't fall down later.
well, it's the citadel walls he's extending at the moment, rather than the actual town walls.
We will certainly take the job.
Okay.
Right up our street. Get
Uh,
us out of town for a bit as well.
all righto. He will take you along to the Street of Artisans and introduce you to the particular person concerned. Gentleman going by the name of, hang on, where are we? Matsura. He is a craftsman in the building trade and intends building a new kiln outside the city, and he needs supplies of limestone and what's the other stuff that they need? if they can find some volcanic pumice or ash, that's good as well. So trip into the hills to see what they can find.
Japan is very volcanic, right? Ruff?
Oh yes. Wanshu describes your wonderful skills as trained members of the garrison of your lord. You know, you're not just street fighters and such like. You actually know what you're doing. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. And let's make his skill roll. Doesn't do a very good job of it. The guy's looking a little bit. You're putting me on, aren't you? Do any of you wish to do or say anything to demonstrate your worth?
Hey, I could put on a display of muscle if you would like.
Well, what were you proposing?
Well, what exactly is he needing for this job?
Well, he's looking for people to act as guards to fight off any goblin or
Right,
other
so
or bandits or anything like that.
I will spar with whoever he wants me to spar with. I will put on
I don't want you to spar with anyone.
put on a martial display.
I'm looking for.
I just want to show him that we can take care of ourselves.
Well, all right. Well, what weapons are you carrying, by the way?
A couple of nunchuckers and the little wooden dumbbell thing.
All right. We'll ask you to demonstrate against that post over there.
I'll do so. What do you want me to roll on?
Make a skill roll and tell me what your effect number is.
Okay. What skill am I rolling on then?
Well, which one are you going to demonstrate?
I suggest you pick your best one.
I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna demonstrate my jiu-jitsu abilities.
That's going to be rather difficult against that post over there.
If you want to do that, I shall volunteer to let him throw me about.
Yeah, I can do it on one of my compatriots. I can throw him around to show him how good I am at jiu-jitsu. Come at me, bro.
Very good.
Okay then, I shall advance and attempt to throw him.
Okay, in that case, skill roll for both of you.
5. Fail.
What's your effect number?
It's quite high.
Kinzo gets a 4.
Oh my god. My final BCS on jiu-jitsu is 13.
Okay, so that's an 8. Kinzo, what's your effect number?
It's a tie. 8.
Okay, basically you kind of grab each other and twist, and you're locked together.
So we showed off how good we both are then.
Well,
It was put on.
so you're good at locking people up. That's not exactly throwing them over your shoulder, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try and throw him even while he's not looking.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, nice one.
Oh.
Okay, Kyūryū, you realise something's happening. You were looking over at the merchant, and he's taking advantage of your attention. Oh dear! Roll a d20. Have you got that table?
I've not got a hand.
Nick,
Yep. Yeah.
a 5 on the table.
That'll be fine.
Nothing special.
Okay, you go over his shoulder.
Launches
Kyūryū
that
is kind of
a 2 foot.
slipped over Kinzo's shoulder and lands with a thud on the ground, looking at the sky.
Yeah, goes for a 2 foot drop kick, and Kinzo just like turns and parries him over
Well,
his
no.
shoulder and throws him like that. Whee!
No, you were obviously kind of letting Kinzo demonstrate the level of skill that he has. Right. What's the guy's reaction?
Do not let yourself be distracted.
Alright, he's not totally convinced, but you're obviously not learners, so he will take you on. Pay will be 5 copper a night, 5 copper a day rather. Food's included.
Thank you, sir.
That's good. How long is this for?
Probably be about a week or so. Depends on how quickly we find the place. I've heard tales of something, but we need to go and just double check it. Okay, be here tomorrow first thing, and we will head off to the to the northwest up by the river.
Certainly, sir.
Okay.
That was sneaky, Kinzo.
Oh, you spotted it, did you?
Yeah, that was cunning the way you distracted him.
I didn't distract him, he distracted himself. But I think he's slightly better at Jiu-Jitsu than I am.
Yeah, well, I have no problem with it. You do what you need to do.
Indeed.
Okay, so you accompany Matsura the following day. And I need to double check how to reveal. So he has a BMA 4. What's your BMAs? Presumably you're all better than that. Apart from
7.
Hachiro, possibly. Let's double check Hachiro.
Ichijo will be 5, I would think.
Should be.
Hachiro
Classic man.
is base move is 3. Okay, so Hachiro is going to be slightly rushed if you move the full. So the following day you move 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to reveal.
Did we go through any villages on the way?
Hang on a second. Yes, you actually spend the night in that village.
Which one?
Can I stock up my food supplies now?
Which one? Again? Oh, this one. Right.
One second, I will just tell you the name of the village.
I see it.
Right, the village is called Hajima.
Hajima.
Hajima. And it's on the banks of the river, nestled in amongst
Can I buy some food there?
You can indeed.
Check, right.
1
Normal
copper
price?
apiece. Normal price, yes.
You have to buy a week at a time.
No, you can buy a day at a time if you wish.
Okay, can I buy 4 days?
Certainly.
I've brought a week's worth.
The expedition leader and his 2 assistants have rented a property which they are going to use for storing samples and everything else. And so you can stay there for the night, and they have somebody from the village coming in with some rice and vegetables, which makes a nice change from the dried stuff you've been eating so far.
Yeah, but let's get some fresh, like.
It was a pretty miserable day. There were kind of frequent showers, but well, it's nice to be out of the city. You haven't got the smells of the town, and fresh country air is lovely in your lungs again. And the following morning you wake up, clear skies, beautiful weather. It's been warming up recently compared with the chilly days earlier, and you venture into the hills.
So is this the 11th of Kitsuragi now?
This is the 12th Kitsuragi. 11th Kitsuragi, you travelled up to Hajima.
I need to take 1 day's food off for that, actually.
No, you don't, because food is supplied.
Oh, okay.
Part of the reason for taking the job.
That and the 5 copper a day. Okay. So, the first day, effectively, you venture northwest into the hills. 1 second while I just reveal the area. And you travel into the hills and spend most of the day just fossicking around, digging soil away from rock faces, tapping out samples. Each of you is given a bag to carry samples in, and the expert on the stone, Matsura, just tells you that so far nothing of real value. There's limestone there, but it's a bit rotten. Could really do with some better quality stuff. So you return to the village that night. And you are fed again. A peaceful time is had by all. Following day.
So, wait, 2 seconds, sorry. So, plus 5 copper pieces for the 12th.
You'll be paid when you get back to Nobeoka.
Ah, okay. I'll just try to keep notes.
We need to try and encourage you to get him back in one piece. And besides which, carrying all that copper to pay you every day is just so damn heavy. Opens you up to attack by bandits as well if they think you're carrying lots of money. Okay, so on 13th Kitsuragi, it's getting very cloudy. Looks like it's blowing up for rain, and you travel into the hills more to the southwest today. So you move back to the village overnight, and you have a look in the area to the southwest. particularly well today. He's heard that there's stuff in this area. You know, people have described it, but so far he hasn't managed to find it. And does anything happen? Unfortunately, while you are searching, there is a major earth tremor. And Matsura is caught in a rock slide. So he gets to make a speed saving throw to try and get out of it. Matsura falls over. Does anybody wish to try and do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to try and rush over and try and grab him.
Okay, speed saving throw.
Okay, 2-6. I'm frantically writing notes.
Well,
Anybody else doing anything?
yeah, I'm going to leap to his rescue.
9.
Okay. Can I have the total of your effect numbers?
Right.
My effect number on speed.
What
Speed
what
saving.
we're doing? Speed saving through.
Speed saving throw.
No, negative. Mine's negative.
So it's base saving throw or raw saving throw?
It's your final saving throw. Your base saving throw.
8.
So neither of you managed to reach or he's carried away.
No, sounds like it.
And ooh, he is seriously injured, but not actually killed. He's basically taken 8 out of his 10 available hit points in lethal damage. And on that roll, I believe he's also... Yep. Both his legs are broken.
And we're going to have to get him back to the village, aren't we?
Yep.
Is anyone someone able to make some kind of litter so we can carry him?
I can give him a wee
Actually,
massage.
No, our Shugenja will attempt to physician him.
Good
Okay.
idea.
And I'll supply him with a bandage.
Fair enough. Does anybody want to roll for your physician? Not.
Not me. You roll again, Tim.
His physician skill is 12. Yes, successful physician roll. And he manages to immobilize both legs, bandages up the wounds, and... Okay, so he's in pain, but he's as well as can be expected. Any of you got any basic skills that may help in assembling something to get him back to base?
I don't have a woodwork. Or was that what I was thinking about for the future? I think it might have been.
No.
Yeah, no, farming cooking.
No, Hachiro has got metalworking. Ichijo's got metalworking.
Nope.
So no. You can go back to the village, send somebody back to the village and get somebody to come and try and carry him.
I'm
So if there's
faster than
somebody there-
anybody else, I think. I can run back
Basically,
to the
we'll
village.
have to do that. We'll send one of the Budoka out.
Okay.
Think I'm the fastest, 21.4. Effective value 21. I think it only matters effective, eh?
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. You go. You go and bring back a litter to carry him on.
Yep.
Okay. You rush back to the village.
Yep.
You speak to the headman, and the whole village is basically pulling itself together, rescuing people from fallen huts. And when they hear there's a physician over the hill, then they will actually get some people together to send a litter out, so that the physician will come back to the village. Okay, so a litter will be sent. 2 guys will haul it back, and can I have another physician roll from Hachiro, please, to get him into the litter in a relatively good way? Perfect.
Yeah, too well.
He's using all my good rolls, the swine.
That's clearly where his skill lies. Position. Not
Very
being
good.
trusted.
So he's back into the litter. He's carried back to the village and made as comfortable as possible prior to getting taken back to Nobeoka. It's going to take him some time to get over those broken legs, though.
Look at it this way.
Does,
He could have died.
Yeah.
Oh yes, very easily. An average roll would have killed him.
What was it? Level 3?
It was 3d6 damage. Yeah,
Oh.
quite.
Is it,
Yes,
should
that
we
kills
be,
quite a lot of people, that does.
It does.
Yeah.
There are a
Should
lot
we
of
be trying
casualties
to-
in the village.
is our position up to setting his legs or not?
Yes, he's actually done a good job on the legs. They are
Oh, it's
not
okay,
going to
so-
get
so-
worse. He's set them,
Okay.
and they will not get worse. But getting him into the litter was, can he actually not cause him further pain and
Yeah.
suffering beyond
That's
the
right.
basic? So
we've done everything
he
we
is
can at the moment.
comfortable, and he is very grateful for what Hachiro has done for him so far. And Hachiro will get deployed in the village as a physician, dealing with all the wounded there as well. So he will do better on some, he'll do worse on others, but overall, he will gain the party a lot of kudos in the village. Now, let's just check and see. Dumpty 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 dum. Ooh. Those rolls were for the samurai. Basically, the samurai's house collapsed, and he
Came in
and
it.
most of his family are badly injured.
Shit.
So Hachiro will first of all get deployed working on them.
How many of them are there?
Can we help
Him, his wife, and his 2 children, son and a
Okay,
daughter.
I'll give Hachiro a packet of bandages to use on them.
Okay.
Well, certainly mucking, helping digging them out.
Yeah,
whatever.
anything we can do to help.
Oh well, the villagers already dug them out. While the cargo
Right.
went off to pick you lot up, they were working on the
Right,
samurai's
okay.
house. Okay, so can I have 4 physician rolls from Hachiro, please? Just roll 4d20.
Hey.
Okay, so that's only 1 successful, but none of them were actually fumbles. So he's done as well as anybody could. The samurai's wife is actually a lot better. well, better anyway. Okay. Bum. The samurai will give Hachiro 3 silver for his efforts for the village.
Oh.
Do you want to add that to party loot?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Party loot.
Okay, none of you have got any other useful skills you can offer except your muscle at the moment, correct?
Unless massage counts, no.
No.
No, not really.
No, I did think it did, but good ask.
Well, it won't help with the physical damage that they...
We could rub each other down.
Basically, we'll go around and help tidy up, or I will anyway.
Yeah. Well, everybody's mucking in to try and get the village back into some shape or semblance, but it's been badly damaged by that quake.
Has anybody actually been killed?
Yes.
No.
Well, yes, it was a level 3 quake. It was pretty bad, and it was local to here. The Kami are upset about something, obviously.
Kami is the gods.
Well, it's the spirits of the land. Yes. Obviously, somebody's upset them. They dug a hole they shouldn't, killed something they shouldn't, or cut, or something like that. Possibly, it was even. Do they think of that? Well, it was probably caused by Matsura going out chipping rocks away. The local Kami aren't at all keen about their people coming and disturbing the ground for building quarries and such like. So, unfortunately, on A20, your boss is getting blamed for upsetting the Kami.
Well, it could be. After all, he was the only one of us who was hurt.
Well, it's the true, exactly. The Kami went for him.
Yes.
And he tries to defend himself and makes a reasonable rhetoric roll, so he puts a bit of doubt into the system, but so he's not going to get dealt with by anybody for losing their relatives, but they still want him out of the village as soon as possible. So basically,
He may not be welcome back. Yes.
Correct. He's going to have to go. When he gets better, he's going to have to find a quarry somewhere else. His apprentice is not at all happy with what's happened to his master. Who's going to teach him now? Okay, so you that day is pretty much a waste. So that was on the 13th, Kisaragi. There was a major quake. So, unfortunately, tomorrow you're going to have to return to Nobeoka Sura.
Yeah.
I suggest we go back to Nobeoka and then we leave it there, Dave.
Yep. Well, you get back to Nobeoka and he will pay you all 20 copper for the 4 days, and he will give Hachiro another silver for looking after him so well. And he's sorry, but he's going to have to terminate it there. There is nothing that he can't do anything more till his legs heal.
Well, no, he's going to be out of action for a while, so it's fair enough.
Either that, or he's going to have to go and talk to one of the priests at the temple and see if he's willing to pay make the offerings to have them heal his legs.
Well, you get in touch with us when you're ready to go out again, and if we're here, I'm prepared to join you. I don't know about the others.
I am.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And as you say, that's a good time to stop, I think. As far as he's concerned.
From a playing point, that shows you just how dangerous the natural phenomena can be.
Yeah. 2 rocket legs.
Well,
Yeah,
he was
well, the
under-
point about that is that's actually quite a low-level quake.
Yeah. And he was
Should have
under-
by rights killed him.
Well,
Yes.
An average roll would have.
but he was underneath the rock face when it happened. And he didn't
Right.
get it to the way, and you lot didn't manage to rescue.
I'm rather glad he didn't get killed, because I don't really want to explain to the whoever hired him to come and do this why he died.
Yeah.
Quite.
Anyway, thank you, gents. That was good fun.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Dave.
We'll see you again in a week.
Yes, we will see you in a week.